Hey Astra Kids, and welcome back. And this is your 2023 horoscope using Vedic astrology. Just a quick disclaimer here that this is going to be according to Vedic astrology, which is using the sidereal zodiac. So if you're not familiar with what your sidereal moon sign or ascendant sign is, make sure to check out my free calculator down below in the description so that you have the correct information. Also, this horoscope will be according to your moon sign or rising sign. So this is not according to your sun sign, as the rising sign and the moon sign are mapping out your life. In particular, the rising sign is mapping out the lessons and experiences that you are going through, where the moon is mapping out your life according to how you are perceiving it, how it is happening within your mind, how it is making you feel internally. So these are the most important points to read your chart from. If you want to go deeper to understand how your chart actually plays out for you, actually getting into the planets, how they're aspecting one another, different transits, how they're impacting your life, the dasha periods that you're going through, all of these different factors, make sure to check out my brand new website where you can book an appointment with me. So, stepping into 2023, we will see a lot of major changes happen. But in particular, as we are coming into January, we will see Saturn shifting its position. So we've been in this 2.5 year cycle now of Saturn and Capricorn. But Saturn will be stepping into its Mulitricone sign of Aquarius. And this is a very powerful position. Throughout most of 2022, we're going to see Jupiter in the sign of Aries as well. And as we come towards the end of 2023, we're going to see Rahu shifting into Pisces and Ketu shifting into Virgo. We'll see that on October 30th, so more towards the end of the year. But we're going to have some major changes as Jupiter comes into Aries here in April and as Saturn is coming into Aquarius at the beginning of the year. So this is a huge year that is all about moving ahead, all about making some major changes and decisions, about having the confidence to go for what you want. We are going to see Saturn for the majority of this year in the nakshatra of Shatabisha. So Shatabisha is a nakshatra that is very mysterious, that is very much about science and mystery and exploration. It is a very intellectual nakshatra that likes to learn, that likes to delve into the mysteries. So this is a great time for anyone who is into research, anyone who is wanting to learn, wanting to get into their studies. And also this Jupiter in Aries is going to support this as well, because Jupiter will start off its transit in the nakshatra of Ashwini, and Ashwini is a very intelligent nakshatra as well. It is all about getting to the truth, as it is our first Ketu nakshatra. So Ashwini is a nakshatra that is drawn to the mysteries, that is drawn to philosophy, that is all about learning, that is all about absorbing knowledge and information and understanding it at a deeper level. So this is a very academic nakshatra. And so Jupiter is going to do very well as it comes into Ashwini, as Jupiter is again about knowledge, about learning, about travel. Ashwini also is a nakshatra that is all about adventure as well. So it is also akin to traveling. And we're going to see traveling is a theme as well, as Rahu comes into Pisces for some of you. As Pisces is about foreign travels, it is about isolation, spirituality, and so all sorts of long distance travel, whether that is foreign or whether that is happening on a deeper level as far as spiritual journeys and delving deeper. So this is a very interesting year that we are coming into with all of these different moving pieces here. K2 in Virgo is a bit of a tricky position as it can give us some perfectionistic tendencies wherever this is placed in your chart. K2, remember, is a planet that is all about letting go, that is all about surrender. But K2 also has a side to it that is very stubborn because K2 is very much about our belief systems, about our deeper truth. So it is very adamant about what it believes. Remember that K2, although it is about spirituality, it is a very fiery, smoky kind of energy. So there is an intensity to K2, a very transformative energy that is behind it. And so as K2 comes into Virgo, it is a very critical time. It is about perfection, it is about details. And we can see some difficulties related to health as well. There's a lot around health as we're seeing Jupiter coming into Ashwini, which is health related. We're also going to see Rahu in Ashwini as we come into this next year as well, as we're finishing out this transit of Rahu in Aries. And then, of course, we have Saturn that's going to move into Shatabisha, which is also related to complicated illnesses and miracle healing. And so there is a lot that is centered around health, that is centered around healing, that is centered around natural medicines that can come up during this year as well. There can be a lot of war, and we are going to see Rahu coming into a conjunction with Jupiter as well. And so Rahu and Jupiter together is creating a very interesting yoga where we are going to see some explosive energies coming in here. Remember that Rahu is very obsessive. It blows everything up. And Jupiter is a very expansive planet. And we have it in this fiery sign of Aries. So this is going to be a very interesting energy that is all about risk taking, that is all about being daring, courageous, bold, going for what you want. But you want to be careful with that Rahu influence in there, as Jupiter and Aries can give us a great deal of luck and success around our achievements, as Aries is all about that willpower, that strength, that determination, that originality, that ability to pioneer and trend set. But Rahu is a planet that is very unstable, that can get us into some difficulties. So as Jupiter and Rahu come together, this is a great time to plan for what you want, but you also want to use some caution coming into this transit as well. For those of you with a Cancer moon or Cancer ascendant, we will see Saturn shift into Aquarius at the beginning of January. So Saturn will be stepping into your 8th house, and this can be a very difficult transit. This can be a time of some health issues popping up. It can be a time of financial crisis, some sudden changes in your life. However, Saturn helps you to stabilize these areas. In particular, because Saturn rules over your 7th house, you can get some good advice from experts. So this can be a great time to seek out any kind of advice over financial issues, health concerns. All of this will help you. This is Saturn giving you a ton of strength to overcome obstacles in your life. This also can be a time where you're a little bit more isolated or behind the scenes, and this can be excellent for your studies or for your spiritual progress. So you may find that you're more focused on spirituality, more so getting in tune with yourself during this time. This also could be a time where others rely on you financially. So, in your family, in laws, your spouse, this could be a time where others are looking for your support. And any kind of issues that have been swept under the rug can come to the surface at this time. So, Saturn in this 8th house also is giving you some support as far as working out long standing issues relationship wise. This also can be a great time of your career, the growth in your career. This is not going to be an easy transit, but with hard work and patience, this can get you some great success. This is definitely a time where you can be more focused on your work, more focused on gaining resources through your work. And so this can get you very serious, very disciplined in this area. The only thing is that you want to be cautious of issues and conflicts coming up with bosses, authority figures. This can be a time where you're tempted to do stock market, gambling, anything to get quick money. You want to be cautious in those areas. Saturn is a slow moving planet. So this is definitely a time of taking your time, of doing things correctly, of not taking any sort of shortcuts. This could also be a time where there is a death in the family, or there is something that is coming up as far as wills, legacies. You're thinking long term about inheritances, about anything that is needed to be sorted out in this area. Also, in April, we will see Jupiter coming into the sign of Aries, coming into your 10th house. This is a very auspicious transit. Jupiter is a very beneficial planet for your chart and is a planet of luck and expansion coming into this 10th house of career. So, this definitely can push things forward from this Saturn transit that we saw here in January, where Saturn actually is going to aspect Jupiter as it comes into the 10th house. So you're going to get a lot of support in your growth and expansion in your career area. This can give you some new job opportunities, some new opportunities to expand in this area. But again, this is not going to be an easy transit. This can demand a lot of effort from you, a lot of focus, a lot of energy. This can be a time of a big promotion with more responsibilities. It can be a time of your boss asking more of you in your area of career, but definitely this can expand your financial growth. This can be a time also where your diet expands, so you can have more of an appetite, and you just want to be careful of overindulgence because Jupiter is representing sweets. So this definitely could be a time where you are overindulging in foods that can cause you some long term health issues. This Jupiter transit can encourage you to be a little bit lazy in the area of diet and fitness, but you want to make sure that you're paying very close attention to this. And Jupiter can bring in some great advice as far as your health. If there are health concerns that need to be worked out, this can give you some great experts, some great advice from a physician that can help you to improve in this area. This is excellent for those of you who are seeking any kind of fitness coach, any kind of new regimen. Jupiter can help you in this area, giving you the knowledge and advice that you need. Rahu also is going to shift into Pisces. Before that, Rahu will be in the sign of Aries. So Rahu will be in a conjunction with Jupiter there in your 10th house. And this can be an excellent time again of expanding in your area of career. This Rahu in the 10th house is continuing to give you new opportunities, continuing to expand your ideas and your vision in your area of career. It's going to be a very ingenious time of money making. But as Rahu shifts back into Pisces, this can take you a little bit away from your career. You can be thinking of traveling, of moving location, of learning new subjects. This can change your whole direction in life where you are starting to think about your future and where you want to go and things that you want to pursue at this time. So this can give you more of a back seat where you're starting to reflect on your direction in life. This Rahu also in this house can also make you more open to risk taking, to new experiences. Again, you can find yourself starting to move away from your career, starting to explore other options. So, this could be a time where you're thinking of some sort of side career, some sort of creative hobby that you are trying to get involved with. This can get you very interested in foreign travel, foreign philosophies. This can definitely be a time of exploring different avenues. And this is also a time where you may find that certain areas of your past are not working. So, certain connections can fall away, certain attachments. You can find some distance in your area of your past. And so, this can definitely be a time where you are encouraged to let go of the past and to be more open to the new experiences that are coming into your life. Also, this Jupiter that was back in the sign of Pisces has been there giving you a lot of advice, a lot of knowledge that you've been collecting as far as your career pursuits. So, this overall summary of 2023 is really going to be heavily focused on your career direction and new opportunities opening up for you.